Well, hello there. We're going to play Monster Train again. Unsurprisingly. So we're actually going to do another daily challenge, even though that's not necessarily what the series or channel is about. But, you know, if we're going to unlock all the card backs, we do actually technically have to play 3 daily challenges in a row. So we'll point that out there on the screen and then get right into it. Maybe get another decent score. I think we scored in the mid 200s yesterday. And let's see how we do. Alright, so it is not under standard run, it's under challenges, I think. Yeah, daily challenge. Alright, here we go. What do we got for us today? I noticed also yesterday that my little screen was once again in front of things, but actually it's not really covering much that's important today. So there's a little top hat that says Dante's Comedy. So we're going to start with Dante the Deceptive and 3 of his candles. It's a little different than the actual in-game event. We haven't seen it in game, so I won't spoil it, but we will be missing one of his artifacts. That's a little too bad. All our units come in days 2. That sucks. But we do get all 3 of the Pyre artifacts. Okay. So it'll start with armor, 15, I believe, 15 additional damage, and 40 extra health. We're going to be playing with Tethys Titan's Bane, and some restores. Okay. That would be interesting. Looks like the high scores today are a little lower than yesterday. I think there was like a 50-something yesterday. Alright. Ready, set, go. We'll see if we bomb out. I mean, that's the other possibility, is just to absolutely destroy ourselves here. Alright, so we got Talos giving people rage, we got Fel giving people armor, and we got Seraph doing the cleansy bits. We also have a thing that gives us Incant Frostbite. Sweet! We want to cast a lot of spells. I think we're going to want to cast a lot of spells anyway, just because all our guys are dazed. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Okay, so interestingly enough, we did not get the thing that makes our spells cost less, so would have actually, like, for the first time, thought that was pretty exciting, but we're not going to do that. Ah, boy. Him starting days 2 means I guess we just stick him up in the top and hope for the best. At which point, I think Frostbite is our answer, because if we have to put him up in the top, then the spell weakness he would apply is irrelevant. We can get Pyre health back. I feel like that's probably good, because we're probably going to take a bunch of damage from Dante's Candle. We don't have any consume spells yet, but we can look to get some. My headphones are going a little bit nuts there. Let's turn that down just a tiny bit. I don't know if that actually affects much in terms of the game audio that you guys hear, but I guess we'll find out. Alright, so Dante's here. Those kind of sucks. Well, I guess if he goes in front, he doesn't technically die if I use both of my other mana to kill things. And then they just both sit there and do the thing. Right, so now I cast Glimmer. Now I cast Glimmer. Now I cast Dante's Candle. Alright, so these guys are ready to participate in battle now. What do we have to say for that? We probably have a train steward in the front to tank a little bit, and we can restore Dante just a little bit as well. Okay. Well, those Dante's Candles are unrelenting. Let's continue not taking damage. That 4 damage is okay. Let's go ahead and get a unit out there. Oh boy, we are having a hard time here. Okay, so we can get rid of essentially 2 Dante's candles by casting this anyway. And then we're still going to get hit for 3. The real question is whether or not that's going to go into the pyre armor or if we actually just lose the health. Okay, so the armor does block it. That's good to know. Good to know early. We win. That's always good to see. And honestly, I guess if we win, there's no real point in continuing on. Now I understand why the scores are a little lower. This is harder. Offering and attuned. We do have 2 things that drop cards. Discard cards, I suppose. Offering token's a neat way to get rid of Dante's Candle as well, though. So that is pretty nice. It also counts as a spell for Glacial Seal. Let's take that. I feel like that's a little bit more in line with what we're doing. Steel Enhancer seems really great with Dante since he's got lots of multi-attack. We need units. Real badly. Awoken Hollow's fine. Once we have some healing stuff, we got plus 10 and spikes 3 we can put on him, and then we can make him a large boy. That seems great. Give Dante 10 attack. That seems great. Also of note, currently he can't only sit in front of Tethys, so Dante is probably going to have to get some love elsewhere. Let's get rid of a Trained Steward, and then we'll hope to get another front line that we don't make a large stone. It was probably a mistake to do the large stone, but we're going to live with it, because that's the decision we've already made. Enemies getting Spike 3 will very quickly kill all of our damage-dealing units. I'm going to put him here. Since his spikes will kill the backline units anyway. I feel like that's pretty good. Kitty has some things to say. I think better to do damage, and then if we get the 25 damage on our Titan's Grasp, we can cast it. There it is. How do we want to play this? Let's do... Maybe let's see what we get. I would like to do a Glimmer here, but if I do a Glimmer and then I pull the Offering token, and then Titan's Grasp drops Frozen Lance, we don't get the thing, so I think we have to do Offering token first. Cred, that's not what we want. And then we only cast Frozen Lance up here if Glimmer gets dropped and vice versa. We'd like to cast all 3 of these, but we can't guarantee that they all get played because we have to play them Titan's Grasp first. Okay. The reason we want to do Glimmer here is it kills the backline and gives him a stack of +2/+2, so that was our quandary there. Yeah, obviously we want to give him some health. Obviously we don't want to take damage, and we can give him a little health as well. Did we win? We did, we won. Okay. That didn't work out the way I wanted to. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, we got there, but we wasted 2 energy for nothing. So we're gonna need more energy. I think that's pretty obvious. Crypt Builder could be useful. I mean, I think we accidentally stumbled on our floor of Awoken Hollow plus Glacial Seal is probably exactly what we want there. So we need another, like, 2-cost guy that we can stick in front of Dante and Tethys to be our front line there. Not 2-cost, but 2-size. So we'll probably be looking for a Stygian unit because those tanks are 2. All of the tanks for the Awoken are 3 capacity. I'm not excited by any of these spells. I think Crypt Builder is a lot of damage, but I think we're... Well, we've got 3 ways to drop it. Let's try it. We'll get 1. And then I don't think Wildwood Sap is really much of a competition here, so we'll just take it. Yeah, so let's see if we can get a Stygian tank, and then we'll be kind of done. Cool, Titan Sentry's great. Yep, that's what we want. I'll put Titan Sentry in front of the other two guys. 3 magic power gives us pretty good heals on all of our stuff, and we don't really care about Rooted on the top floor. Should be killing everybody up there. So that seems pretty strong. Seems like good options. We can get a trap shoot just to push people down and make them dazed, but I feel like that's not that great. Steel Pulley Claw is actually an interesting possibility to just pull stuff up in the pyre, since our pyre is already pretty well fortified. That is essentially doing 105 damage to a unit, and it's consume, so it will give us health back, whereas this just sort of forces things to go back through our own gauntlet. But it is 0 cost, so I think we'll take the 0 cost one. I'm a little bit... I mean, if there was a time to take it, I feel like this would have been the time to take the Pulley Claw. I just don't think it's a very good card. But what do I know? What do I know? She's attacking already. That's mean. Sorry, I'll just put these guys up here in the order that we thought we were going to anyway. Let's see what we got in store with 1 extra card. Nothing doing. Go ahead and drop this just because there's no reason for us to try to wait on these guys. Might as well take them all out. Okay. So putting him out does mean we have to be a little careful of, you know, just how much raw damage he's sort of immediately taking, but I think we're in pretty okay shape otherwise. We have an extra energy somehow, so does she get anything? Yeah, if she kills this guy, she'll get a bunch of armor. Let's avoid that. I don't get any cast bonuses up here, so we'll just cast something down here. Okay. He's not dead, ladies and gentlemen. He's not dead. But he is real close to dead. Let's see what we get next turn. We get no help next turn. That might change some things. I may not actually get to play my Glacial Seal here. I mean, I could play my Glacial Seal followed by Titan's Gratitude. And that would save 9 health. But then I don't have the Wildwood Sap going. So I think we just recognize that Glacial Seal is a thing for us to do after we have more mana. Everybody's dead up there. Everybody's dead up there. Save the health. Alright, things are dangerous right now. In Casa de whatever this is. Let's have her not do damage this round. That seems strong. And let's go ahead and get this guy out. Okay, so she is dazed for this round, which is actually pretty nice. Let's see what we can do. Okay. Well, what we can do is win, apparently. Seems strong. Let's get lucky. Nope. Okay. She is grunting very quickly, but we have out-grunted her with an Awoken Hollow, I suppose. Gift for a Guard's pretty good here. Drawing 3 spells and giving them Consume gives us a bunch of health back. But we're not losing any health right now. Whereas Awoken Railspike just makes things imminently more castable and can actually be used with Dante's whatchamacallits, so that's pretty good. So Dazed can't use Action or Resolve. Revenge is not one of those 2 keywords, so technically we could put Wilting Sapwood and store up a bunch of energy if we think that's a thing we want to do. That is a way to give us more energy on top of the energy we're taking right now. And we really just need to draw a little bit more and spend a little bit more. Let's go ahead and up our creatures a little bit. We've got some good creatures. We've got some bad creatures. Obviously, we're going to get rid of our train stewards. The 5 magic power is doing a whole lot to make our restores better, and then the frozen lances are kind of innocuous for the moment. They're not really losing us the run right now. They're not really doing much, but they're not terrible. Okay, so we can give this guy a little bit of more health and damage here. I would rather put 25 health on him. Do we have anybody that we want to do quick on? I suppose we could do Dante quick. He's already got multi-strike, so we could just make him go pew 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 real quickly. That would save some health on the Titan Sentry, so I feel like that's probably pretty strong. And we'll see what else we get. Got a large stone, which we could put on the wilting sapwood. We do have the plus 25 that we can put on Titan Sentry. That seems strong. And there's enough to do a 1-floor wilting sapwood, which is kind of all we want to do. We just want to kind of like stick him out there and let him just soak up a bunch of damage. There's no real reason for him to exist other than to give us energy for a couple of turns and then he can die. We're not really broken up on that. I mean, so score-wise, we're not maximizing our success chance by putting him on the bottom floor if we want to place highly, because we certainly won't win a boss fight with the wilting sapling. We could do sweep with frostbite 10, or we could just pile on damage. Since we already have like multi-strike 4 or 5, apply 3. Okay, so he's only going to attack times 4. So maybe sweep is good here. It's the difference of whether or not we hit frostbite 20 or frostbite 40 by the end. And honestly, I just have no context on which one is going to like actually win a run. This one is going to help us take out backline units. This one is going to help us take out a boss. And if we think we have enough boss DPS already with a multi-attack unit, I think we just take the sweep. Yeah, we'll take some useless health, that's fine. Alright, so enemies enter with extra armor. Obviously, I think we can take that without really worrying about it too much. Because even if they get up to the top, we've got more than enough to handle that. You know, we could set up down at the bottom here and just try to let Frostbite kill things and then see if we can just like win on the bottom floor. I feel like that's pretty greedy. So I think I would rather not do that. Let's see what we get. Boy. We have more energy, but we don't have enough energy. Alright. So Dante's Candle is obviously our first order of business, so we gotta kind of get that out of the way. There are a number of things we could draw that would kill that front thing. Actually, you know what? Maybe we just ignore Dante's Candle here and go ahead and try to just draw a whole bunch of cards and make them 0 cost. I don't know if that loses us the battle, though. So maybe we do a little bit of each. Let's go ahead and put that guy out, and then we'll draw 2 cards. Dante's Candle works, and then we can Frozen Lance that guy. So again, that goes into our armor, not necessarily into our health, so we're fine with that. So that guy takes 88 damage. There's plenty of ways for us to do more. So that seems fine. Let's avoid taking more there. We can do a little bit of damage in there. Obviously, we want to cast all of these in sort of reverse order in our hand, so we cast this 40 damage last. The real question is whether or not we try to do our Glimmer up here or down here. I think probably just down here is better. But I believe in putting Wildwood Sap here. And then we just burn down 40 damage there. Everybody's dead. Good. Cool. Okay. Okay, once again, I think we're going to burn at least one healing spell here. We're going to put more damage on that guy, at which point I think we can start healing that guy a little bit. This is all dead. He's only taking 6, which means he's actually getting killed by Dante already. That's some good progress. Do a little bit of damage in there. Obviously he's getting 10 health back. That's not ideal, but, you know, just the hands were dealt. Okay, these are all dead. That's good. Steel Enhancer is good there. This guy can die. Then we just get to choose, you know, how we want to do the rest of this. Let's go ahead and keep our Restore going there, maybe, and then we'll just get an extra 5 health there. And there's no real rhyme or reason to any of this at this point. Do we save the Consume? I mean, it doesn't do anything, so we could. Now, Days 2 is so bad. It's so bad. I don't know. I mean, I don't think we're going to draw it again, but just in case I'm wrong. I'd hate to accidentally draw that thing again and go, well, why? Yeah. I don't think we can, but let's see if we can at least, like, attempt to get a couple of these things killed off here. Not quite. Okay. That's okay. I think this guy has spikes as well, so... Yeah, one hit from each of those will kill him. That seems fine. I can cast all of this stuff because I have all of the mana in the world. Cool. Somehow that guy got 2 health. Oh, right, because... you know... Drop a bomb here, spill a thing there, do some damage. I'm fine. Okay, I mean, it's only a 10% boost instead of anything more, but that's fine. I think our more important thing is just making sure that we're actually, like, doing the kind of damage that we want to do. Harness the Titan is actually interesting here. We have a large number of spell power related things. We can also daze them so that everyone's dazed. Seems greedy. Again, so does that. I don't know that I need more magic power. I think I've got enough. Awake is good. It's a secondary source of regen. It seems fine. Alright, so we do want to upgrade our spells at some point, but not really at the cost of having to take up higher remains that we don't want, so I think we just go here and remove more things. So now we get to go start removing Frozen Lances. We'll probably get rid of all of them by the time it runs over if we can. What do we got? Another one of those. Why, yes, thank you. That, by the way, this is the most commonly seen card in that Concealed Caverns thing. I don't know what the math is, but I would say that probably 80% of the time that you pick an Awoken consumable card, it's Wildwood Sap. So it's pretty much just like, it should just read, like, do you want a Wildwood Sap? And the answer is probably yes. There's some decks that don't, but this deck's happy enough to get them on at least a couple of creatures. I'm happy enough to put it on my lower tank, and I'm happy enough to put it on the Awoken Hollow, so. Duplicate any card except for your champion. You know, we could get another Dante's Candle. Are those things? No, those are unpurgeable. So we could actually just get another one of those, and it gives him another stack of multi-strike, but I don't think he's actually our showstopper here, really. That being said, I don't really have a whole lot of space to do more. I could use my own consumey bits to put somebody on, as one of our own units on the bottom floor. That being said, I'm not that excited to do so. Maybe we just grab another offering token and we'll cycle through our deck a little faster that way. Them healing is slightly problematic, but we've got a lot of direct damage. I think we might be able to handle it. Yeah, we'll just put him on the bottom. That should kill all the frontline units for now. This guy goes up top. He's quick. And this doesn't do anything, and I don't want to wreck my hand, so we're actually just going to not play it. It's a whole lot of damage. Yeah, specifically because we can Glimmer there. That saves us a whole bunch of health. Unfortunately, that means that the Collector gets away, but I think it's more important to set up properly, which means not losing all of your units immediately. Yeah, no Collector, I get it, I get it. Alright, so we're going to consume that guy so that when these guys kill themselves in front, he's the one that doesn't attack because he's the one that's going to have the most health. Oh, I can't. Oh, crud. Well, that's fine. This guy's not dead yet. Let's make him dead. How do we do that? Like this. Now he's dead. Quick, easy solutions are my favorite. Regen. 33 health and more regen. That's a hand. Alright. Yeah, so everybody healing wasn't really a problem for us. That seems fun. Oh, we draw a lot of cards. Let's see if we get lucky here. We did. Okay, so that gives us the possibility of pulling it up, pulling the 3-cost card with it. Wait, I don't know. Do I want to restore first and draw one less? I think so. Getting that extra stack of regen is probably pretty good. Okay. Now we're just casting stuff. I would like to see, like, if I got a Steel Enhancer, that'd be pretty sweet. If I got anything else, it's probably a dump. Okay. So we got our win already, so that's nice. Let's do this in an order that makes sense. Oh, we're already winning, so we might as well just buff up the bottom floor. Obviously this guy gets bigger, obviously Glimmer goes through, and obviously this guy goes through. And this guy is sweep, so that's why this guy's going to die, but that's okay, because we got the extra frost in there, and then, you know, it's really just a matter of punching them repeatedly. He gains health, I gain less health, but then he takes a lot more damage than I do, so... sure, whatever. Apply silence to a unit is... I'm really excited. Spell weakness to enemy units. No. No, I'm good. Draw 3 next turn. Restore 4 health, gain 1, draw 1. Yep. Wish there's a way to, like, and that turned into more of a thing. But you know what? It does already have magic power attached to it, so healing for 4 boosts the Awoken Hollow a little bit. Do we have unit upgrades still? No. We can kind of upgrade that guy. No. So not really. There's a less exciting path for that reason. We have enough money for a trinket, but Concealed Caverns is basically fighting against money and merchant. Oh, let's just go this way. It's fine because we really don't need the Pyre Health and have it for a while now. When you play a spell that would ascend or descend an enemy unit, also apply Daze 2. Well, we've got one spell that does that. So let's take this. This gives us a lot more mana. Yeah, so we can pretty comfortably do this. Give him 10 attacks. So then he, like, you know, he can sit there and contribute. And at that point, we can actually, like, purge another unit card. Let's get rid of the Frozen Lands. Let's look. Are we gonna go? So we really want that Merchant Magic at some point. So we're obviously going to go to that one. We can go to this one too. So yeah, let's just go ahead and pay to remove the other Frozen Lance, and then I think from there on we can kind of play pretty fast and loose with our upgrades. Excuse me. I'm sure that's going to destroy sound quality there. Okay, these guys all have Spell Shield 5, which doesn't matter almost at all to us. This guy is going to get his Regen 5 to begin with. I don't know, man. Just going to put some guys out there. Okay. Well, our choices here are, do we want to put a Wilting Sapwood up now, or wait for it to come all the way back through? Or do we want to put an Awake into this guy to kind of ensure that he's okay? Because we can't do both. Because even though this guy is going to make these other spells cost, well, he'll make that cost 0, that it doesn't work for, it's only other spells in hand that cost less. So you got some unlucky drawing there. I'm a little worried about him just getting beat up, so I think let's just do this. Slightly unfortunate. Alright. Restore, consume, Steel Enhancer, damage starts to come through here, that's good. Yeah. Saw some good old-fashioned switcheroos right there, that was cool. So if I do this right now, I will draw 4, which is fine. Hey, Glacial Seal can come out now, that's nice. So we can Offering Token the Dante's Candles, which is why we weren't worried about it. Things up here are not dead yet, so we will reserve a Titan's Gratitude to wallop him. That being said, everything else can be kind of spent doing this nonsensy stuff. It's a lot of frost, and then we do that, and that should take care of it. Cool. Hey, we got rid of the thing. We could do a Crypt Builder. I don't know that that does anything, so let's put this out. Oh, well, it would do something there, but I think we're still fine. Damage goes well there. This goes here, and we just get rid of that. Took a little damage on the armor, but nothing to the actual core itself, so we're in pretty good shape there. Let's draw one, see what we get. Let's get rid of that. That's nonsense. Pretty easily you can do that, and then probably just Titan's Gratitude that guy, if we're being honest. No real reason to do much else here except maybe give her some dazed. Okay. One more round to affect something, anything. Dante's Candle can get out of here. We can technically cast everything in our hand just by waiting to do Titan's Gratitude until the end. That being said, we might want to get it to a point where Titan's Gratitude itself kills that guy, but I don't think we can. That's too bad. Okay, no problem. Let's get our regen going. Probably even do like that. And then we can actually do a little bit more damage to the boss by doing it in opposite order. Just get some boss damage in, that seems fine. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We can get rid of a Dante's Candle, we can put Awake on this thing, we can put 2 Restores into it. And holy cow, that thing is doing 38 damage a hit. Have you ever seen a glacial seal of that magnitude, ladies and gentlemen? I dare say not so. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And how? More Spikes, More Regen is the name of our deck from long ago. We could certainly do that. I don't think we're relying on spikes anymore, though. I think we're relying on regen, which this is a way to get more. And we're going to 2 Merchants and Magic, yes? This one and that one? I mean, we could go to here, but we literally have nothing to do with the Merchant of Steel, so we're just, like, wasting our life there. Merchant of Magic seems good with the spellers. Let's do it. Let's do it. And we don't need space now, so I think we can just take card draw. We'll take card draw, and then we hope that we get 3-cost spells every turn. Of note, it's probably going to be useful to not upgrade this thing and not upgrade this thing as far as mana cost, because anytime we draw them, all of our other spells are free. Right, we just said we weren't going that way, even though I saw the glowing blue light and just gravitated towards it like a moth. Maybe Concealed Caverns does damage to us? Nope. Woken Rail Spike, Waxen Spike, or Stygian Guard Spike. Putting Burnout on things seems like a very poor idea, and making things cost less seems like a very good idea, so we're going to do that. We didn't take damage. Spell Weakness 2 or Frostbite 20 seems very obvious. We're going to do that. And remove a Consume and cost +1 seems great for that. Okay. 20 magic power and Consume seems fine for a Restore, now that we have an infinite source of regen. Making a spell cost 1 less is probably great for Awoken Rail Spike. And Holdover is going to be pretty nice for... Do we just want to do it on Awake and then just spam things that way? Like, our game is now just Holdover Regen 3. We can even cut it to 2 cost, and then it just cuts down on some other things. I think maybe leaving it at 3 cost is fine. Let's leave it at 3 cost. Holdover does do some fun things, though. I mean, we could also just do Holdover there. But I do like the initial burst heal here. Let's do that. 10 magic power seems fine to do something like Engraft, seems fine to do something like Glimmer. Seems great to do something like Crypt Builder. It's a lot of damage. Attuning is pretty nice there. We ran out of money. Probably should have done our -1 first, but I think we're relying on our mana being renewable via Split Anvil. Armor 20 shouldn't be a problem, but I guess we'll find out. Deck seems strong. It's good. Alright. Can we survive down here? 10, 20, 30, 40, 40, 48. We can also make one of these guys unhappy. We can also technically put the Titan Sentry down here. Apply Frostbite 3 to enemy units. If he gets hit 5 times, he will apply Frostbite 15, and they will die by the time they get to the 3rd floor. And I can reverse the scales here. That does mean I have to dump like pretty much all my healing into this guy and really hope to get awake by like turn 2 or 3. But either way, I think I have to hope to get awake by 2 or 3. Let's do it this way. We'll see what happens. If we lose, we lose. I mean, this is the game we're playing, so we're just going to go ahead and mitigate some of that nonsense because I feel like we're in horrible shape if we don't. I think we have to wait on Trap Shoot. Okay. How does this work? Offering token one of these guys away. What's our likelihood of getting stuff that saves this man's? High to medium? Medium. I think we got it. I think he's alive. Maybe not by much, but I think he's alive. Let's go ahead and give him some boosts. Let's go ahead and give him some boosts, even though he won't be using it this turn. I understand that. Oh, we got one back because Engraft did a thing. That's super. Yeah, I think we just need as much health as we can get there. And then we probably drop this first just to see what goes, and then we cast accordingly from there. Yeah, okay. Cool, so we actually don't even lose any damage or anything. Cool. Okay. Alright, Glacial Seal can't go on the bottom if it doesn't exist there. That's okay. Let's get rid of our Dante's Condo. This is going to be free this turn, but of note it won't be permanently reduced by Working House Spike. But I think that's a price I'm willing to pay. Because all these are. We got to start paying attention up here too, so like that's going to be our Crypt Builder going off there. Let's go ahead and get this rolling. I feel like that's probably pretty important. Let's get a Glimmer going in there. Let's get our Wildwood Sap ticking up here. Let's get the Engraft ticking up here. Still can't cast that, that's fine. We can consume that, that's fine. He's basically full. So now the rest of this can start doing things to these rows, and hey, yeah. How'd they all get Frostbite? What? How the crap did they get Frostbite? They just discarded Glacial Seal. That doesn't do Frostbite. Bug? Oh, I killed the front guy, he damaged this guy, and that causes the Revenge to give Frostbite 3. Woof. That is some convoluted mess right there. Okay. Now we start drawing things for real, where we have to start paying attention. Wilting Sapwood is still not being played. That feels awkward. Well, we can do this and drop this guy, and then we don't have to worry about it for another turn. Ouch. Too much is happening here. Let's see here. I mean, that at least makes him survive. That at least pushes things out a little bit. Let's go. Cool. So I think we're rapidly approaching a place where we either just have to choose to play the other thing anyway, or just recognize it's never going to get played. He's dead. Do a little bit more damage to this guy. Okay. He's got a lot on him. That's a 0-cost spell somehow? Oh, I bet it got hit twice by the Drawing Madness stuff. That's great. We can cast everything in our hand. That's great. Which means probably just stacking up regen on this guy is our best chance of success. Let's get that in there. He already has spikes on him, so we can definitely do that. That's fine. And we win. Great. Cool. All right. Solid enough. This is such a weird deck. Yeah, we're winning on the bottom floors, which is where we want to win, but it's certainly not like winning hard or anything. Titan's Tooth is an offering spell. It also costs 3, and we don't care about big stinky spells, so sure. Hey. Let's get that extra energy in there. Let's get rid of spells we don't like, which are probably our basic Restorer and one of our Glimmers, maybe? I can't see the Glimmer's doing that much anymore. Maybe it's Titan's Gratitude. Well, Titan's Gratitude's okay. Maybe it's just a Restorer. I think we can do everything else better without the Restorers. Holdover is not awful, especially if we do Engraft with an upgrade on Cast. That also gives us... Where is it? There we go. That now actually gains us in magic mana every turn. Go to 43 health on that. That doesn't feel terrible. Could also catch it with a double stack, maybe. Could also catch it with a double stack. So let's just catch Titan's Gratitude then and give it lots of magic power. I'm going to spend all of this stuff. That's fine. Double stack is great. Double stack actually has to go on Spreading Spores, otherwise it sucks. And then we bring it back to reality. And then, actually, you know, we probably should actually look at the Merchant of Drink. Oh, we can't afford anything. Abort! Abort! So we can either give something 10 magic power, or we can consume a spell. I think we're fine with the spells we've got. Let's make this thing hit harder too. So these things are always worth casting, and then we go into the game with whatever monstrosity this deck has turned out to be. Okay. Spreading Spores is a good spot. Cloudwood Sap's in a good spot. I'm pretty happy with all of this. The only other possibility for us to sort of accelerate things is just to have more Awoken Rail Spikes and then just like draw our entire deck 3 or 4 turns in a row and call it a breeze. So we'll see what happens. That may or may not be a thing we, really get to do. Let's put our Wilting Sapwood up here. And then I think we have to well, let's go ahead and cast this, and if we get our... Yeah, we didn't. Okay. I was going to say, if we got our Frosty Man, we could put him here, but instead I think we're going to have to put Tethys here, and then we hope for the best. We should get one or the other of our tanks here. We got one of them. So Tethys is going to be with Awoken Hollow, and instead we'll put the Glacial Seal with the other guy. Seems fine. It's not concerning because we can still cast everything in our hands. Sure. Damage. Right. Okay. That guy's getting through. He's alive. More spells. More spells. More damage. Ow. Well, that's some score going down there. Okay. I mean, obviously we're going to do that and restore some energy. That's great. Obviously we're going to do that and just make sure we don't lose more fire health. I think we have to give up on the... Oh, no we don't. Yeah, we still do. Oh, no we don't. No we don't. We don't. Oh, this is super cool. Okay, so we can graft here, which gives us 4, so then when we play this, then that's free. We don't yet have our Glacial Seal, but now we do. Cool. So we can put him out with all 26 of his glorious Energons. And then we start stacking up silly amounts of yeah. Well, so he's going to get 20, so that's really more like 121. So he's almost dead. So I'm kind of thinking just we take that out, and then obviously we don't get to cast the other two. That's okay. That's free, so we don't have to worry about it. These guys are in pretty solid shape now, so I think we just want to stack up this here. We can engraft here, that seems fine. Glimmering here does not quite kill, but it does do some damage. Then we're fine. Okay. Alright, we're starting to get the groove on this now. Drop Titan's Tooth. Drop and graft for the extra sweep damage. drop awake here for the boom booms. Get rid of that. Might as well get rid of this guy. Seems fine. Might as well boost that guy for the sweep damage. Might as well get another sweep damage. Where are you, Dante? Dante is hiding, but his candles are all over our face. Mildly uncomfortable. Okay. Seems like a waste. It's not a waste, but it seems like a waste. Let's apply more nonsense here. Let's apply more nonsense there. Oh. Well, if I want to kill this guy, I have to do it this way, which sucks. Alright. Hey, Dante's back. He's going to be disturbed for 2 rounds. That's fine, I guess. Okay. Offering into Titan's Tooth. Seems strong. That seems pretty good. Glimmer seems like a pretty good idea. Engrafting just for the sake of engrafting seems like a good idea. Those guys are all dead, so that's great. You just do that to do a little bit more damage and get, again, really it was just kind of stacking up some of the frostbite there. So Dante not coming out until like the literal last round seemed like a poor decision, and probably not putting him behind the other guy is an even more poor decision, but let's not focus on that. This is stupid. Get rid of that. That seems fine. If we cast this now, we have some interesting ways to get back to stuff. Yeah! All of this stuff is free. Okay. You get stuff, you get more stuff, you get more stuff, you get more stuff, you get more stuff. I get to drop that. And I get to drop that and that. Cool. Well, we won. I don't know that that was our cleanest win ever, but, you know, I guess technically we were back at full health by the end. Does that mean we didn't lose any score? Our total score was 44,000. That's actually pretty good. What are we saying, like 47, 48,000 up at the top? So once again, about 5,000 under ideal for just like kind of making silly decisions. I think you can actually like run these things multiple times. Holy crap, I'm number 10. Top 10, boys. And girls. Whatever else. Okay. 10th out of 2,000 seems pretty dang good. Alright. I did not give us enough credit. We made some decent decisions. Feels pretty nice. Also spent about twice the amount of time as the person in 6th place. They only spent 23 minutes clicking cards. It seems pretty impressive. I like that. The person in 1st place spent about 4 minutes less than me, so it's probably like Jorbs or Dolphin Chemist or somebody like that. No, I don't think they actually do the dailies. No, good stuff. That was fun. That was really weird, though. I don't like Starry Suffering. That is awkward. Alright. Well, there we have it. That is Daily Challenge 2 of 3. Let's make sure we got credit for it. Hopefully that's still 2 days in a row, otherwise we're going to have to start all over. 2 out of 3. Good, good, good. At some point we'll have to do Hell Rush 2. Maybe we'll record those, maybe not. Those are a little weird. Cool. Well, hopefully we learned something, and if not, hopefully at least had fun. Until next time, guys.